My dear child, you won't believe who whispered your name at 3:17 a.m. last night. Not someone on earth, not someone ordinary. It was someone who still loves you even if they are no longer with you. They called out to heaven itself and heaven responded immediately. Before moving forward, stay until the end. This is the one moment in your life where this full message reaches you exactly as it was meant. Miss a second and you might never fully understand the miracle that is prepared for you. Stay here just for this because God planned it exactly like this. Archangel Michael says, "At last you found it." The message from God about what will unfold in the next 30 minutes. Do not skip this. It was kept hidden for a reason and now it belongs to you. Somewhere someone is crying in a room unseen by you. Somewhere a person is praying for you in a space you didn't know existed. Someone spoke your name to God and He answered yes. This is why this message is reaching you right now, neither yesterday nor tomorrow but this exact moment. Michael has been wading through storms, silence and every sleepless night just for you to pause long enough to hear this. Beloved, this is no accident. This is no random notification. This is the precise turning point where something extraordinary either begins or disappears and it is your choice what happens next. You've endured deep pain. You've asked unanswerable questions. You've smiled through hurt hiding the ache in your chest. Yet heaven has never forgotten you. Every tear has been noted by angels and now Michael brings the answer. God says, "I kept this message sealed until the perfect moment because if you had heard it earlier you wouldn't have believed it. But now you are ready." Something unusual occurred yesterday. You may have brushed it off, the sudden surge of emotion, the appearance of a name in your mind, goosebumps without reason, clock stopping at 11:11 or 3:33. That was not your imagination. That was your soul recognizing what your eyes cannot yet see. You have been chosen for something sacred, something that others tried to steal. A miracle meant for you was delayed for 7 years but that delay has ended. Michael says, within the next 30 minutes a conversation will be spoken where your name is mentioned. You won't even be present but that moment will hold the key to your next chapter. Words will be said that shock hearts and initiate the chain reaction God has been preparing just for you. Remain open. Do not doubt. Do not dismiss this as fantasy. The fact that you are reading these words proves the gates are open. Heaven waited until you reached stillness. Until your heart softened after all you survived. Until your spirit could receive light again. Now you are ready. Michael holds a blessing glowing like liquid sunlight that has been protected from darkness and interference. He is prepared to deliver it but he needs your full attention. Your presence is required because this is not merely a message, it is a divine transaction. Michael says, you've always sensed being different. Your intuition, your timing, your silence all misunderstood. But you were meant to awaken. There is someone whose heart remains bound to yours, dreaming of you, hearing your name echo in their soul. Something shifted last night. A tear in the veil allowed a cry to reach heaven and God responded. This message is that answer. Michael continues, I saw your name written in light. I saw heaven open a door just for you. You must not skip this. Not now, not ever again. You've ignored signs before, brushed them off, doubted yourself and been distracted by the world. This miracle is too close to let slip. If you turn away it may vanish forever. So I ask you, are you ready to stay? Are you ready to hear what no one else will hear? Are you ready to claim what God kept hidden just for you? If so, continue. This message will unfold exactly as Michael delivered it, truth by truth, word by word until the hidden is revealed, until you remember who you truly are. Good. You're still here. That means your spirit already recognizes this. This is not just a message. It is a turning point. One day you will look back and say, this was when everything began to change. This is your moment of awakening, your entry into what heaven has been preparing for you. Everything you thought was delayed is now moving forward. Every prayer, every tear, every silent longing is converging into a single unstoppable force. Your miracle is not coming, it is already arriving. The signs are around you. Pay attention. Receive fully. Believe completely. The next 30 minutes carry divine orchestration beyond what you can see or comprehend. Michael's voice echoes in the unseen, you are exactly where you are meant to be. Open your heart, remain present and trust. The miracle is yours. Your name, your purpose, your destiny, they are being activated this very second. Heaven has written it and now it unfolds. Be ready to witness the proof that everything you've waited for is already in motion. You were meant to reach this. Not a second before, not a moment later. Archangel Michael is near you now. You can't see him with your physical eyes, but your body senses it. That sudden peace, that warmth flowing through you, brushing softly against your soul like a gentle breeze, that is him. He has been walking beside you since childhood, silently guarding, whispering, shielding, waiting for this very moment. Today he carries a message that heaven has sealed with divine urgency, a message with your name engraved upon it, kept hidden for years so that no one else could claim it. And now finally it is being unveiled. Michael says, there are truths about your past you have never known, things taken from you, moments twisted by lies, paths redirected by deception. But God has recorded everything. That is why this is unfolding now. In exactly 30 minutes your name will be spoken in a room where long-buried truths reside. That whisper will ignite a chain reaction. Secrets hidden in silence will come to light. You will finally release what was never yours to carry. Prepare yourself, because what is coming is not mere news, it's a shift in your entire spiritual timeline. You might think your mistakes are too many. You may believe you're waiting too long. God says, I am not concerned with your delay, I am pleased that you have arrived. Michael reminds you, you are not late. You are right on time. You are not forgotten. You are written in gold. You are not broken. You are blessed beyond what words can describe. Can I tell you something the world will never admit? Your suffering made you strong. Your solitude made you sacred. Your search through confusion made you wise. Heaven loves the soul that persists through pain, that continues seeking, that glows even in darkness. That is why you are chosen now, because this is more than a spiritual message, it is an invitation into the miracle you almost lost. Michael says, God waited for the precise moment your heart softened enough to hear this. Do not turn back. You have no idea how close you are. Within the next 30 minutes someone you believed had abandoned you will remember something that shatters their silence. Pieces of truth will click into place and the person who could not speak will finally try. And yes, Michael confirms, they still love you. They never stopped. They just struggled to mend what was broken. An opening is forming in the spiritual realm, a doorway for restoration, reunion, financial favor, clarity, and justice. Michael is standing as a guardian holding back the storm, saying, not today, not this time, not my child. 3 angels accompany him, one with a scroll, one with a sword and one with your name inscribed in radiant light across their arm. The scroll carries the truth about your inheritance, tangible, valuable, meant for you though once lost or taken. The sword cuts every soul tie binding you to guilt, pain and toxic people. And your name shining gold declares, you are remembered, you are protected, you are exact where you are supposed to be. Michael says, if you leave this message incomplete the miracle pauses. The gift will only be fully released when every word is received. Stay. Let this settle in your soul. The one who left you is not your end. They were your spiritual instructor. They caused pain, confusion, but also taught your spirit to return to God in ways you could not have learned otherwise. Michael reminds you, do not despise your past, it forged your wings. Soon what you thought lost forever will reappear, but it will not harm you, it will confirm your protection and divine favor. God is about to affirm everything, the late-night dreams, the repeated signs, the moments of déjà vu, the undeniable sense that something was meant for you. Even when others questioned you, even when the world said you were wrong, you were never wrong. You are now entering the full revelation, the part where all the fragments of your journey converge. Michael's wings glow brighter because he sees what is next and he knows the world is about to witness a miracle that belongs solely to you. But you must remain open, steadfast, attentive. The miracle is imminent. Michael says, it is almost here, and your alignment, your focus, your belief will allow it to manifest fully in your life. Prepare your heart, steady your spirit and open yourself without hesitation. The next moments are sacred, designed to awaken the doors of your destiny and restore what has long been delayed. Michael says, everything taken from you will now be returned. Everything hidden will now shine. Every promise of heaven, every blessing written in your favor is arriving. This is the moment where your waiting ends. This is the turning point where restoration, recognition and revelation converge to confirm your place, your power, your purpose. Hold fast, for your miracle is no longer approaching, it is already here, just waiting for you to receive it fully. Yes, the love that was once taken, the trust that was broken, the moments you thought were lost forever, they are being restored. Michael says, the spiritual atmosphere around you has shifted. Every shadow that whispered fear into your mind is being replaced with light. Every memory that caused hesitation is now being rewritten with courage. This is your divine rewrite. Nothing can intercept it because the timing has finally aligned. And God says, This is the moment when what was hidden for years becomes visible, when what was blocked finds its path, when the doors that were sealed open for you and you alone. You may feel a flutter in your chest, a chill, or even a warmth spreading across your shoulders. That is not imagination. That is the presence of heaven affirming what is happening. Michael says, "You've been carrying more than your fair share for far too long, and every burden is now being lifted. The heaviness of yesterday is giving way to the freedom of today. Prepare yourself to step into a space where peace will no longer be temporary but constant." God says, "I am about to show you that every tear, every moment of confusion, every time you felt invisible was shaping you into a vessel for the miracle that will arrive without delay. Someone you thought was gone forever will be reminded of your value. Someone who underestimated you will see the shift in your spirit. An opportunity you never expected will knock in the most ordinary way, a message, a phone call, a conversation that seems mundane but carries the weight of destiny." Michael says, "This is why you stayed. This is why you didn't leave. This is why your heart remained open. You were waiting for this alignment, and it is finally here. Expect signs. Expect confirmation. Expect the universe itself to pause just long enough for you to witness what God has prepared." God says, "The timing of your breakthrough is not random. It was never random. Every moment that felt wasted was part of the preparation. Every setback, every betrayal, every delay was necessary for the fullness of what you are about to receive." Michael says, "There is a door opening in the spirit that mirrors the door opening in your life. The two are connected. Step through it fully. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. Because when you do, it activates the blessing. The moment your soul says yes, the miracle flows. The long-awaited reconciliation, the financial alignment, the clarity that seemed impossible, all of it is now accessible to you. You may feel a surge of energy in your body, like a current of electricity running through your veins. That is not random. That is Michael positioning you, calibrating you, preparing you for the manifestation of what was always meant for you. God says, "This is your appointed hour. The moment you've prayed for. The season you've been longing to enter. The blessing that was blocked by fear, stolen by circumstance, delayed by misunderstanding. This is when it comes back to you with interest. I am restoring it fully because you are ready." Michael says, "The person who once doubted you, the circumstance that once felt impossible, the money, the opportunity, the clarity, they are all shifting into alignment. But it begins with your attention. Focus. Watch. Receive. Speak life into every part of this change. Declare it. Own it. Your yes matters. Your faith matters. Your belief matters because it activates what heaven has been holding in readiness just for you." God says, "Every place you've been overlooked, every space you felt unseen, every moment you've been dismissed, these are now the very grounds where I will display my glory through you. Stand firm. Remain open. Allow the fullness of what I have prepared to move through you. This is not a rehearsal. This is the realignment. This is the divine correction that makes your path unshakable." Michael says, "There will be a person, a connection, a message, a confirmation arriving within moments that will set the chain reaction into motion. A secret that was hidden will surface. A favor that was withheld will now flow. And it will shock everyone, not because it is grand in appearance but because the timing will be undeniable, supernatural, perfectly orchestrated by God. God says, I am restoring everything you thought was lost. The relationships, the resources, the reputation, the recognition, they are all coming. But it is not simply a return. It is an upgrade. A divine multiplication. A confirmation that you are exactly who I created you to be and that nothing the enemy tried to steal can prevail against my plan. Michael says, watch closely. Listen closely. Feel closely. Do not allow doubt to creep in. This is the hour when heaven is writing your name in light. Every angel in the realm is aligned to ensure the fulfillment of what you are about to receive. The doors that once seemed locked will swing open. The favor that seemed delayed will be undeniable. The blessings will arrive in ways you never expected but will instantly recognize as yours. God says, celebrate now even before the manifestation. Rejoice in the promise because the promise itself carries power. Speak aloud, speak in your spirit, speak with faith, I receive, I am ready, I am aligned. And heaven will respond immediately. Your miracle has begun. The shift is already in motion. The chain reaction has started. Nothing will stop what I have ordained for you. Michael says, look back one day and remember this moment, remember the second you chose to stay, remember the time your soul opened fully to receive, remember the yes you whispered that activated heaven. This is the moment everything changes, the unseen now aligns with the seen, the hidden now becomes visible, the miracle is no longer delayed. It is yours. The signs will appear, the confirmations will follow, the doors will open. And the life that was always written for you in heaven, the life that was sealed, protected and finally released will manifest. Everything you've been waiting for is now moving toward you, you are no longer waiting, you are receiving, you are aligned, you are chosen. And the first steps of this miracle have already begun. Behind the scenes, every closed door you thought was permanent is being nudged open, every word that was once withheld from you is now aligning to create clarity, restoration and favor. Michael says, the ones who doubted you, the ones who walked away, the ones who whispered no in your hearing, they are all witnessing a shift they cannot understand because this is divine orchestration, not human approval. The very forces that tried to stop your destiny are now being redirected to push it forward. What was delayed is being accelerated, what was hidden is now exposed, what was lost is returning with divine interest. Expect the unexpected. Someone you haven't heard from in years will reach out in a way that restores dignity and brings peace to unresolved matters. Financial favor is coming through channels you didn't see, weren't expecting, and may even feel unearned because God's timing does not require your effort, only your alignment. Michael says, if you notice, strange opportunities will start appearing like breadcrumbs leading you straight to what belongs to you. Doors you thought were closed are quietly swinging open, conversations that seemed insignificant are turning into pivotal moments that will redirect your life. Do not dismiss these, do not ignore them, do not think them coincidences. Everything happening now is confirmation that your yes activated what heaven was holding for you. Heaven is also correcting relational imbalances. Someone who previously misunderstood your purpose or intentions will have a revelation about your worth. A heart that was blind to your value will finally see, not everyone will celebrate with you and not everyone needs to. Michael says, this is about alignment, not approval. This is about those who are meant to accompany you, not those who were meant to hinder you. Let the rest watch from the sidelines. Their reaction is not your responsibility. Your task is to receive and walk in the favor already prepared for you. Even your environment will begin to shift. Michael says, rooms you enter, spaces you occupy, conversations you overhear, there is a subtle force recalibrating everything around you to match your spiritual frequency. The air feels different, people will react differently. Situations that once frustrated you will now serve as launch pads for your elevation. You may feel moments of goosebumps, chills, sudden inspiration, or even tears. That is your soul sensing heaven at work. It is confirmation that divine acceleration is occurring. The next 72 hours are sacred, protect them. Michael says, do not let negativity infiltrate your days. Speak life, refuse to engage in arguments that carry low energy, guard your peace like a temple because heaven is shifting powerful forces in your favor and the enemy will attempt distractions. Do not participate in them, your focus is what activates miracles. This is also a time for discernment. Not every person, not every opportunity, not every offer carries your blessing. Heaven is allowing clarity to distinguish between what is truly for you and what is not. Hold to that clarity. In these hours expect at least one tangible sign confirming what has been spoken. It could be a conversation, an unexpected gift, a phone call, or a financial opportunity landing exactly when you thought you would never receive it. Michael says, this is your proof. This is heaven demonstrating the truth of your readiness. You were never overlooked, you were always seen, and now the alignment is visible to your eyes and felt in your heart. Someone influential is already preparing to shift a door open, someone powerful is preparing to speak your name where decisions are being made, and while you may not yet recognize the magnitude, your obedience, your choice to stay, your willingness to believe, this is what has opened the gate. Michael continues, all your past struggles, all the moments of silence, all the tears you thought were unseen, God has stored them as evidence of your readiness. They are not wasted, they are seeds, they are the key to unlocking every blessing, every favor, every restoration meant for you. And as the angels move, every spiritual block, every delay, every force that once tried to hold you back is being removed. There is no force that can undo what heaven has now set in motion. You may notice subtle shifts in circumstances, a rise in intuition, or a sudden clarity about people, opportunities, and events that once confused you. Pay attention, these are confirmations. Even the timing of your life is being recalibrated. Michael says, the moments that seemed lost, the hours that seemed stolen, the doors that seemed closed, all of it is being rewoven to align with your destiny. People who doubted you will see the results without explanation. Your life will bear witness to the truth that God has always been orchestrating every detail. And the beauty is that you did not earn it, you did not beg for it, you simply stayed, you simply accepted, and that is enough. Now within the next days, Michael wants you to see clearly someone is coming back into your life with eyes wide open but their heart changed. Financial breakthroughs will appear unexpectedly, doors previously locked will quietly open, and the spiritual confirmation you've longed for will be undeniable. Each step, each sign, each interaction will build the proof that your faith was not in vain. Heaven is celebrating your yes, your persistence, your willingness to stay and receive has rewritten your story. You are now standing in a space where miracles move quietly but powerfully, reshaping your future before your eyes. Michael says, stay aware, stay aligned and remain in peace. Do not let fear or doubt creep in. The angels are moving on your behalf, the scroll is active, the promise is alive, and everything that was once delayed is now entering your life with precision and divine timing. This is your moment, your season of favor has begun, the unseen is aligning, your story is shifting, your miracle is underway. You have chosen, you have received, you have activated what was always meant for you. The job you thought you lost for good is about to return in a form more aligned with your true calling. The relationship that faded that left your heart aching is being re-scripted in a way that honors your value. Michael says, the obstacles that once blocked your path were never meant to stay, they were tests refining your patience, your discernment, your ability to trust heaven even when the world whispered otherwise. And now the waiting is over, your season of being overlooked is ending. What comes next will not require proving yourself, it will arrive because God has ordained it and heaven will clear the way so you can step into it effortlessly. Conversations that were once hushed in the background will now echo in the right places. Michael says, someone will speak your name in a room where your name was never meant to be forgotten. Someone will remember promises they broke, words they withheld, and it will create a ripple that restores what was delayed. Even those who doubted you, who tried to keep you small, will be confronted with the undeniable evidence of your rise, not through conflict but through divine alignment, through timing so precise it can only be recognized as heaven's hand. Michael says, there's a financial window opening, a professional door swinging wide, a personal moment of clarity, and it's all happening while you remain in peace. You will not have to scramble, you will not have to fight. This is not luck, this is not chance, this is the fulfillment of every prayer you whispered in silence, every tear shed in private, every moment you stood alone and believed in what God promised you. The people who walked away will come back into awareness, not to harm, not to confuse, but to witness the shift. And in their silence you will see the validation that heaven always intended. You won't need to explain your worth, your presence alone will confirm it. Michael says, do not let impatience pull you back into old patterns, walk deliberately, speak softly, act with faith. The universe is bending in your favor, and every step you take now is in alignment with what God has written for you. There's someone returning, yes, but their return is layered with truth that was missing before. They will approach with humility, with respect, with an understanding that the connection is sacred and not to be manipulated. Michael says, do not fear what's coming, do not chase shadows of the past. Receive it, but walk forward in the knowledge that heaven has placed boundaries around your blessing so it cannot be stolen again. In the next 72 hours your alignment will become undeniable. You will witness confirmation in ways both obvious and subtle, a message, a phone call, a door opening that seems too perfect to be coincidence. Michael says, these are not coincidences, these are confirmations. Every detail, every movement, every alignment is heaven orchestrating your breakthrough. The golden thread that was placed on your spirit is pulling you forward even when fear says to stay still. Every tug is heaven reminding you that your miracle is inevitable. You are safe, you are guided, you are walking with the protection of forces unseen. Michael says, your life is about to bloom in ways that defy logic, and the people around you will see it and recognize that God has never left your side. What was delayed will come quickly, what was blocked will flow freely, what was hidden will be revealed. The spiritual realm is rewriting your timeline. Michael says, your past, every betrayal, every hurt, every disappointment was never meant to break you. it was meant to prepare you. And now the preparation is complete. You will enter the next chapter fully armored in peace, fully empowered and purpose, fully aligned with God's plan. Every person, place and circumstance that once seemed to conspire against you will now operate in your favor. Doors that slammed shut will swing open with ease. People who ignored you will find themselves compelled to witness your rise, and most importantly, you will finally see yourself as heaven sees you, not broken, not lost, not forgotten, but radiant, chosen, holy and unstoppable. Michael says, do not look back, do not question the timing, do not be swayed by the disbelief of others. Your job is to remain faithful to the message you received. Your job is to keep saying yes to the miracle unfolding before your eyes. Peace that has eluded you for years is arriving, financial restoration is aligning, emotional clarity is flooding in, opportunities that once felt impossible are now inevitable. And every blessing, every confirmation, every favor is anchored in the divine timing of God, orchestrated through Michael and the heavenly hosts. Your life is no longer a narrative written by the limitations of others, it is now a story authored by God, sealed by heaven and confirmed by angels. Michael says, every delay you endured, every person who doubted you, every night you spent in quiet prayer, it was all building this moment. And now you are standing at the threshold of your breakthrough. The shift is complete, the alignment is activated, the miracle has begun. Michael says, watch closely, engage with faith, receive without fear, speak life over yourself, and remember you are exactly where you are meant to be. Your story is being rewritten, your future is being restored, your name is shining in heaven, and now it will echo through your life. You are chosen, you are covered, you are next. This is not just a message, this is your moment. The line has been crossed, the miracle has begun, the scroll is open, the blessings are active, the 30 minutes, the next hours, the next days, they are all set to align in ways that will leave no doubt that God has never left your side. Michael says, step forward now, walk in the favor that cannot be shaken, receive the peace that cannot be stolen, and know this: the story is yours, the timing is perfect, and the promise has been fulfilled. The shift has begun, the very air around you is charged with unseen energy. Michael says, you may not notice it immediately, but subtle changes are taking root, a conversation, a glance, a message, a small coincidence, these are all divine signals that heaven is rewriting your circumstances. Do not dismiss them, do not doubt them. Every alignment you experience in the next hours and days is confirmation that what was spoken is already unfolding. Your timing was perfect, your patience was needed, and now your reward is no longer delayed. Heaven is moving people, situations and resources into alignment with your destiny. What once seemed impossible will begin to present itself naturally. Someone who doubted your worth will suddenly recognize it. A door you thought permanently closed will creak open in a way that feels effortless, and you will realize that all the waiting, all the heartbreak, all the unanswered prayers were preparing you for this moment. Michael says, your faith has activated the spiritual law. Your obedience, your decision to stay, your willingness to trust, these unlocked a chain reaction in the unseen realms. And now in these next moments you will feel a deep sense of confirmation, not the noisy kind that demands attention, but a quiet, undeniable knowing. Your heart will recognize it, your spirit will nod, and even if your mind tries to reason it away, your soul will understand this is your miracle arriving. The people who underestimated you, the circumstances that held you back, the losses you suffered, they are no longer the final word. Michael says, they were chapters, not conclusions, and now the new chapter begins, written in gold, illuminated by heaven and activated by your yes. You will notice shifts in relationships, finances and opportunities. Things that once required struggle will now flow, opportunities you thought lost will circle back amplified, people who turned their backs on you will witness your rise, and your peace will speak louder than any words. Michael whispers, do not be alarmed by the sudden favor, it's not luck, it is the faithful response of heaven to your persistence, your courage and your faith. This is the harvest of a soul who stayed, who believed, who never gave up. Every step you take from this moment forward is blessed, every choice you make is guided, even your breath carries the weight of divine alignment. The long nights of waiting, the tears, the unanswered prayers, they are all transmuted into power, wisdom and grace. Michael says, this is why you are different now. You are not just moving forward, you are moving in rhythm with God's plan, and nothing, no one and no circumstance can stop what heaven has decreed for you. Now take this truth and embed it in your being. You are covered, you are chosen, you are protected, you are aligned. What was lost is returning in better form, what was broken is being restored beyond repair, what was stolen is being returned multiplied. Your peace is unshakable, your joy is unstoppable, your destiny is inevitable. Michael says, the message has been delivered, the gate is open, the angels are active and the miracle is in motion. Walk boldly, walk faithfully, walk knowing that you are exactly where God intended. Now take a deep breath. Feel it in your chest, in your bones, in your spirit. This is not the end, this is the beginning. Your life is no longer waiting, your breakthrough is no longer a possibility, it is a present reality, and every step you take will affirm it. Michael smiles one last time, wings folding slowly, silently, because his work is complete. The rest belongs to you. Walk forward with courage, speak life into your world, protect your peace, embrace love and expect miracles. You are not who the world said you were, you are who God says you are, and that version of you is finally being revealed. Amen.